Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help, and welcome back to another video today. If you guys liked the video, make sure to smash the like button and maybe consider subscribing for more. Anyways, today's video is going to be about early game goals on your account, on whether it be an Ironman account or a regular account. What are your early game goals that you should be going for? This is my account that I have on my new series, Tutorial Island to Twisted Bow. Link will be in the description if you want to check a progression on this account. But for early game goals, what should you do and how you should progress your account in the early game, and then you can get into the late game, mid game to late game. So what should you do to get out of the early game? How should you take an account from the very start? What should you be doing? In this video, I'll be explaining on what you should do to get a nice jump head start in the early game. So yeah, if this video helps you, make sure to leave it a comment down below, and if you have any other suggestions, feel free to leave them as well. It helps out tons of other people, and I might pin your comment to the top. Alright, so my tip number one is when you're first starting an account, the very first thing you do is go for full graceful. Now, graceful is amazing. It gives you a weight reduction, and also it restores your run energy really quickly. And getting around this game at the very start is terrible, especially when you have low agility. Getting your full graceful, anyways, on this account, it took me up to 59 agility. Some say it takes them to 65. It just depends on the course that you do, but training your agility even up to 50, 60 is amazing for your account anyways, and it will make you have to use a lot less energy potions, stamina potions when questing, which will save you money in the long run, or just frustration if you don't want to buy those, or if you're an Ironman, you can't make those or anything. It'll save you a lot of frustration in the early game and just overall help you do everything else so much faster. Oh nice, 45 crafting. The reason I recommend doing this before even doing some of the starter quests is it will help you with questing, and in the long run, if you're planning on playing the account, especially if you're an Ironman account, just get it done right at the start of the game, because you won't have things like energy potions or stuff like that. It'll just help you overall in the long run just with everything in the account. So right away when you get off Tutorial Island, get your 10 agility and then go right to the rooftop laps until you get 260 marks of grace in order to buy your full graceful. This will also allow you to unlock a bunch of the shortcuts along the way for Slayer caves or even just other quests in general, and you will not regret doing this. It is one hell of a grind, and it can burn you out right from the start, but I highly recommend just going for it right off the bat. You will not regret it. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is questing, and I know you've heard this a ton of times before, but here are just some of the basic quests you want to do out of the way. Try to knock all of the free-to-play quests out of the way. This will get you through all the novice quests and get you started with questing in the game. Some of them have decent XP rewards as well, and then when you move on to the members ones, you have like the Knight's Sword, which will get you a ton of smithing, the Waterfall, which will help you get started in your attack and strength all the way from level 30 from level 1. Very easy quest to do at the start of the game. I also recommend you do like Druidic Ritual, that will unlock you herb lore. The RC Abyss mini quest will get you unlocking the rune crafting skill. Just do all the ones that unlock the skills as well, and just try to knock out all of the quests that give you a ton of XP at the very start. There's so many that will just skip all of the early levels for the annoying skills and just try to get those knocked out of the way. This will just save you from the early frustration of the levels being so slow, and will just save you time in general because you're knocking two birds down with one stone, getting a quest complete, which will have requirements for down the line when you need to complete all the quests anyways, and you get to jump the annoying level 1 to like 30 or whatever. Also, there's that fishing, the one for the fishing, Sea Slug. It will get you to like 27 fishing right off the bat, 23, 27, something like that, which will get you all the way to not barbarian, but to fishing like salmon and trout, so you can skip all those really annoying shrimps and things like that. Will just save you so much time overall. Highly recommend you do this right off the bat, just getting all those really annoying low-level quests out of the way, and especially just finishing all the free-to-play quests will help you out so much, because a lot of them are requirements for later on members quests. So tip number 3 is just as well as more questing, doing sort of the medium tier questing, getting your fairy rings unlocked, and as well as getting things like the Ectophile and Spirit Trees and the Cars Memoirs book, whatever the hell you pronounce that. Getting all these things unlocked will help you get around the game so much faster as well for doing things like Slayer tasks, farming, training any skills. Especially being an Ironman account, you're very limited to teleportation, so try to get all the teleportation knocked out of the way as soon as possible and train your magic. Magic's very expensive, and it's definitely worth getting to about 50 or 60 to unlocking all of the teleports around the game. Very useful for doing things like quests, even down the road, the late game quests, and just getting around the game makes it so much easier unlocking all of the teleports and training your magic. It will save you so much time in the long run, getting about 50, 60 magic and unlocking things like the ectophile and things like that. And a very early game thing you can do is unlock the Artie Cloak 1 by doing the Artie Achievement Diary 1. This will help you get to Artie, which it takes forever to get the requirement for the Artie spell. It's all the way to 51 magic, and you need a quest to actually use the spell. So getting the Artie Cloak 1, you could probably knock out in your first day on the account, and this will have you a decent teleport to Artie, which will save you so much time. Tip number 4 is going to be to do the Varrock Museum and get your kudos started. Doing the Varrock Museum little mini quest thing will get you all the way to 9 Slayer and 9 Hunter, which are 2 very slow skills at the start. Slayer is always skill, Hunter gets a bit faster, but at the very start of Hunter, you're going to be catching those stupid little birds, so getting that 9 Hunter will actually help you so much. It only takes about 10 minutes, maybe even 5 minutes to knock out the Varrock Museum, and you get like all the way up to 9 Slayer and 9 Hunter. It's just insane. It's amazing start to the game. That's probably the first thing you want to do when you get to Varrock, when you start a new account. It's amazing. It just jumps so much and just gives you so many total levels as well for other quests that require total levels. And yeah, the 5th thing is going to be start farming. And I know a lot of people are probably just like, fuck that. Farming is a time-based skill, so with farming you need to plant, and then your crops take a long time to grow. And if you ever do decide to go for maxing in the future, or even just getting like 90 plus all or something for the achievement diaries, you're gonna want to start farming as soon as possible. And especially if you are an Ironman account, start farming as soon as you possibly can. Farming will help you out so much as an Ironman account, or it can actually make you a ton of money if you're a main account. And it can also cost you a ton of money, but starting farming as soon as possible will help you out so much. Farming takes a long time to do, but you can always do things like unlocking the farming guild and getting seed packs, which can actually make you a ton of money. And also you can do things like the tithe farm if you do not want to wait for crops to go. Start farming as soon as possible, and the best way to start it is by doing the fairy tales quest line. Getting the first fairy tales will get you all the way to like 17, 20 farming, something like that, and then from there you can go ahead and just plant a couple trees until you unlock tithe farm, until you get the better trees unlocked. After that, you can just do herb runs, and you can make so much money by doing herb runs. In about 5-10 minutes, you can make 500 to 600k from doing a herb run every hour, and it will just be so beneficial for the future. And if you are planning on going for max, you can actually pay for your farming, like pay for your trees with doing your herb runs. But at the very start of the game, even planting things like granars are going to make you so much money, and it's just such a good boost to the start. And you might as well be starting to train your farming skills at the same time as you're training all of your other skills. A lot of people, go about their account and never train farming, and then they've got like 80 plus, 70 plus all, and then they're like, oh, how do I train farming? And then they realize they wasted so much time, because the entire time they were playing their account, they could have been training farming the whole time. It's such a very beneficial skill to the overall account. Well, congratulations. If you follow all of this, you will fall into place of becoming a medium tiered player. It does take a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and some things, you'll get frustrated with. Some of the quests, some of the skills take forever to train as well. When you are leaving the, early game, here are a couple things that I kind of recommend that you have in order to, call yourself leaving the early game, and you can move on to my next video, which will be the medium tier. I say you have, at least 100 quest points. You have about a 5 to a 10 mil bank. You have a moneymaker. Now, I mean, you have something that you can go ahead and generate 1 or 200k an hour whenever you want. I mean, if you're an Ironman, it's a little bit different, but I would still recommend you have a way of getting GP that you need, like I said, around 100 to 200k an hour for the little tier game. So you can, go get some supplies to go do train Slayer, go train construction or whatever it may be. I recommend, yeah, that you have 50 to 60 plus in all of your skills. I highly recommend you train your skills all at the same time, not going for 199 here, 199 there, or just getting like 80 in a skill and then having your other skills be at like 5. I recommend you kind of train them all together very slowly, especially if you're an Ironman account. And at the same time, you are doing all of your easy achievement diaries. This will kind of like give you like a path to go towards and get things knocked out, quests knocked out in each of the locations around the game. It's really good that they have the achievement diaries in there, so you can go ahead and complete all the easy achievement diaries throughout the whole game, and this will give you, pretty much like 50 base all. Might even be lower than that, but if you can knock out all of the easy achievement diaries, get ready to go on to the medium ones, train up your skills, do as many quests as possible, and, just kind of have a path to take. You have money in the bank, and, you've got teleportation around the game. You can kind of do whatever you want now, and now you are officially leaving the early game. Anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you did like the video, make sure to smash the like button. In a couple of days, I'll be releasing a medium kind of guide on what you should be, going for in the medium tier of the game. And then we will move up to, the hard and then the elite, or whatever way you want to say it like that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one. See ya later.